good. All right. So let's see if this works. I've never done it this way. So can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me. I am not sure if this is going to work. If there's no sound, let me know. Hi, Diane. Let me get my comments up. Here we go. Da-da-da. How come I cannot? There we go. All right, can you guys hear me? Here you go. Hi, Belinda. I can hear. Yay! So, okay, so this is just using my webcam. I'm not even doing any OBS or anything like that. I'm just using my webcam. So, how cool is that? I don't know. I know that you guys can see everything on my desk. I don't know how to maybe bring it in a little bit. I don't know, but we're going to go with it because it's working. So forgive me for the mess, but if you can hear me and you can see my hands, then we are good today, okay? So we're going to just go with it like that. I'm going to leave well enough alone because we want to be able to do our thing tonight. So I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna go with it. So if you can hear me and you can see my hands, then we're good. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Diane. Here you go. Sybil and Maddie. Happy hump day. I'm still fighting the creeping crud. Hi, Ann. I'm so sorry that you got the creeping crud, honey. We're all fighting it here. Alec just came in and the doctor has to take a peek in his ear. So, you know, that's the way it goes. Anyway, today we are going to be talking again about wrapping paper. My sound and picture keeps freezing for a second every 10 seconds, but it might clear up on my end too. I hope so. This is frustrating me. I don't know why it is, why it's doing this, but yes, I am so glad that Alan is home from the hospital as well. He is still not out of the woods as far as that goes, but he's fighting it at home, and that's what we want. All right. If anybody else is having that problem where it's freezing, let me know. Diane says I'm still sick too. We will all be glad to be over this. Kind of reminds me of the days of COVID, doesn't it? My iPad is freezing and starting. It works on the phone. Okay. So you know what that tells me? That tells me that I need to get off of my iPad. Okay. So I'm going to get off of the iPad so that you guys can, hopefully that will clear it up. And I can see the comments streaming on my computer. Okay? So if I miss you, I'm sorry. Heather is on with us. Hi, Julene. How are you? Yeah. I'm on iPad too, so probably an iOS and Facebook issue. Isn't that funny how these kinds of things just, like, some days it works beautifully and other days we're like, no. Not today. Not today. All right, so let me get on my other network because I have two networks that come in here. So sometimes if they're competing, then I'll just make sure that that is not my problem. And then here we go. All right. If y'all would just go with Android, I'm just saying. Just saying. How about if Facebook would just go with Apple? There we go. Then we wouldn't have to worry about it. Okay, so I talked to you last night, yesterday actually, about wrapping paper, leftover wrapping paper. And I had all my kids save their, listening on the phone and watching on the iPad. Oh, Michelle, you're so funny. one type of device and it doesn't work. I didn't know that, Belinda. I didn't know that they did updates on the phone device and then they don't do it on the other device. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Okay, so today I thought I would show you some more things that you can do with leftover wrapping paper. Now again, I am not advocating for saving every little scrap of wrapping paper that you have. Save it, create with it, throw it away. Okay? I do not want to be known as that person who enabled you to save every little micro scrap of wrapping paper from Christmas. Okay? So there you go. All right? So I'm not going to be the one who says, save every little piece of wrapping paper. And then you guys will say, but Joyce said to save my wrapping paper. All right. So I've got this cute snowman paper right here that I thought was pretty daggum adorkable. So I'm going to save some of this. All right, so I got a little scrap of that. So I'm going to work with that today. And I thought about a little bit of vintage. You know, I thought I almost saved some of my wrapping paper, saving cards to reuse in crafts. I know, it was like, you know, we have to blame someone. Listen, Diana, I'll happily take that responsibility if I need to. Hi, Yvonne Medina is joining us. I call myself a paper hoarder. I just saved our wrapping. Yvonne, where are you joining us from? Welcome, welcome. I don't think I've seen your name before. If I haven't, I'm just not noticing, then let me know. Okay, so today I'm going to do two different projects. I'm going to do, Charlene's like, I hear you. Hello, Joanne. Hello, hello. I know, I'm sorry. It's a little bit like zoomy a little bit because I'm on a different camera, but you can hear me and you can see me, and that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, so I don't usually buy this kind of wrapping paper where it's just solid, because to me it's not that much fun. But I thought to myself, you know what? Sometimes you need to have a piece of pattern paper and you need to have a piece of plain paper. So I decided to go ahead and keep a little bit of the plain paper along with the regular paper. All right. How am I feeling, Anne? Thank you for asking. I am muddling through. You know what I'm saying? I am trying to make it through everybody else's illnesses and sicknesses, and we're trying to work it through. You know, when you're not the only one that's sick in the house and you're the mom, everybody else takes precedence. So, you know, we're making it. Okay, so what am I going to need tonight? So I saved 3 pieces. I saved the green because I thought it went very well with this. And I saved the red because I thought that it went very well with the green. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 different projects tonight. One of them is going to be just using some cereal boxes and cardboard and chipboard or whatever I have laying around, you know, along the lines of junk journaling a little bit. We're trying to make that a go. I have a little piece of cereal box or something tag board kind of here, and I'm going to start with that. I'm going to grab my trimmer, and let me see. I'm going to grab my trimmer, and hopefully, this is, nope, I need 4. I need 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to make sure that this is 4. And I'm going to do by 5. And it should be about 5 1/4. That's like 5 1/4 right there. There we go. I'm just going to even that out. So it's about 4 by 5 1/4. So that's my piece right there. Okay. I'm going to take, and you guys are going to die laughing when you see this. I'm going to take and wrap. I'm going to rewrap this piece. I know you guys are probably like, oh, Joyce, you have totally lost it now. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of my leftover wrapping paper that I have taken off of a gift, and I am going to save my wrapping paper to wrap a piece of cardboard. Just follow me on this. You guys will see in just a second where I'm going with this. I know you guys are like, I cannot believe that she is doing this. All right, so this is just a piece of green wrapping paper, plain old green wrapping paper. And I'm just going to wrap that piece of chipboard, cardboard, whatever it is. I'm just going to wrap this like this with my leftover wrapping paper. You guys are probably dying. Joyce, what are you doing? You're rewrapping a piece of cardboard. I cannot believe it. Well, you'll see in a minute what I'm going to do with it. It looks cute. You'll see. Just so that I don't have any pieces hanging off the edge here, I'm going to just snip that because I don't want that. Doesn't that already look like a present? I think that looks cute. It's already looking like a gift. Okay, so we've got that piece. And now I'm going to take a piece of cardstock that I have here. I had this craft piece left over from yesterday, and this is going to become my card base. Let me just go with me for a minute on this, okay? Don't lose me yet. Don't get too terribly excited yet, okay? So this piece is going to go on here. So now I have a very nice looking wrapped image here. Am I going into the wrapping business? I know, Tilda. One would think that that's what I was going to do since, you know, I'm using this wrapping paper. Okay, so this one is 4 by 5 1/4 or thereabouts. So I want to make another piece that is going to be in one of the colored pieces. So probably this piece here. All right. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll use this one since we already had this. We put Elizabeth Craft Design tape on the back of this one last night, and I think that is absolutely adorable. So what we're going to do is we are going to create another layer with another piece of paper, chipboard, cardboard, whatever you have. You know, make it a piece of old scrap paper that you don't want anymore and that you just got tired of looking at. So I have this right here. Has had some notes on it. I was doing some mathematics on there. So I'm going to just take my trimmer, and again, I'm going to cut down that other piece of cardboard. Here we go. So we had 4 by 5 1/4 just a minute ago. So now we're going to do, oh, I don't know. Let's do 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 5. Why not? All right. Now this piece should be, oh, Diane, I hope you feel better, honey. So this one's going to be another layer just like that. I know, Tilda, you're going to especially love what I'm going to do next, I think. All right, so I'm just taking another piece of cardstock or cardboard. This is very, very light. It doesn't have much weight to it at all. I'm going to trim it down just a little bit more because I want a little bit of difference. So I'm going to cut down just a little bit more. Just a smidgicle. There we go. Come on, I want to cut it down the same on both sides. There we are. Okay. Now, I'm going to take that red paper that I had here. And again, I'm going to wrap the piece of chipboard or cardboard or whatever it is. My scissors keep disappearing. Okay, so here we go. Oh, my goodness. I got some ECD tape stuck on those scissors, man. Man. Hey, man. There we go. Oh my. You guys, if you knew what kind of day I'm having today, you would be laughing at me right now. It's amazing that I'm even up and walking. All right, here we go. So we're going to wrap this piece of chipboard. Actually, I'm just gonna lay it on there. I don't have to wrap it, I guess. I guess I could just lay it on there. Here we go. Here's my red piece of paper. I'm gonna lay it on. I actually am gonna wrap it. I like the feeling of being able to wrap it. Hi, Cindy. How are you? We are using leftover wrapping paper, honey. I'm trying to show some different ways that we could use that beautiful wrapping paper that we have left over from our Christmas stuff, so that you don't have to throw it away. You can just reuse it. Because, you know, I'm a big advocate of making sure that we don't fill the landfills. I don't think that that's a good thing to do, especially when there's so much fodder out there that we could utilize for our crafting, right? Okay. So I'm going to create a panel here, just a, you know, a little panel here, and it doesn't have to be perfect, as I'm sitting here making sure that it's perfect. There we go. Now again, I'm just going to make sure that there are no edges that are peeking up, because I want it to look like it was polished. We're recreating Christmas gifts on a card, and I'm already 2 cards into my Christmas next year stash. Here we go. All right, now check this out. You got your card base, you got your green sleeve, you got your red package. Doesn't that look like a gift already? I mean, come on, right? So then I have this gorgeous piece right here that I'm going to wrap around this red one, and I'm going to trim it down a little bit. I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm just using this little trimmer right here because I couldn't find my other one. So I'm going to grab that other one. Wrapping paper is so easy to cut. You know, it is just super easy. I'm going to save this piece because, one, it's got Elizabeth Craft Design tape on the back of it, and I can use it in my journal. And two, because it's cute. All right. Here we go. Oops, I got to get that off there, because that's going to make me crazy. I should say. Crazy-er. All right, here we go. Now, because this has a little bit of air in underneath the paper, it really looks like it's, you know, a gift. So I'm going to pop these on top of one another, and then because my card base is craft color, I thought, how cute would it be to wrap this around the red piece here, like so. Okay, I'm going to wrap this around there, and since it has double-sided adhesive on the back of it already, why not? I'm just reusing it. Okay. I'm just going to take it down the center. And I thought I would kind of offset it a little bit. I'm still deciding whether or not I want... I think I like it like that. Well, it's going to have to go like that because guess what? I committed. Woo! and it's stuck to my paper. There we go. Look at that. What a cute little panel that we can use on top of here, and then on top of here. And there we go, with a nice little season's greeting sentiment on top of that, and then you're ready to go. I could even go a step further and take some ribbon. I could take a piece of ribbon and put it on there. Let me get something that matches. Could make a little bow using this. Yeah, let's use some red. Oh, I've got some red and green. That doesn't match too well, but it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter if it matches, right? Because we like it the way we want it. We're the artist. We can do that. All right. Let me get some of our... So these are our foam dots. And of course, I'm going to put some on the back of one of these because we have to have these popped up a little bit. Totally made, 100% recycled, you guys. There's not many times when you can send somebody a Christmas card and tell them, listen, this card was 100% recycled. 100% recycled. This is cardboard from a cereal box or from food boxes, and it is wrapping paper left over from your Christmas festivities, and you have a piece of ribbon on there with a sentiment, and there you have it. 100% recycled card gift giving. Card giving. I love it. I love it. You know, sometimes people really care that, you know, it is recycled. And when you say, hey, you know what? I made that from my Christmas gifts last year. They're going to be like, what? And you can say, yes, I actually made it using my leftover Christmas wrap from last year. And I'm going to put a little bow, a little faux bow right there, just to say, yes, ma'am. And I'm sorry that the wrapping paper is kind of juvenile, but that is all the wrapping paper that I had. And, you know, if you want to reuse the wrapping paper, get that really cool kind that is like shiny and beautiful and costs like $30 a roll. But this was just some cheapy stuff that I had, and I wanted to... Oops, you know what, guys? That has a front and a back to it, and I tied it backwards. I didn't realize that ribbon had a front and a back. That's kind of interesting. Did I wrap this one backwards too? Nope, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, there's a front and a back. One side looks better than the other. I didn't even know that. Hi, Sharon. Merry belated Christmas to you too, honey. Happy New Year. There we go. All right, I'm going to put that on a card base, and I'm going to put a sentiment on it, put a couple of blings, and there we go. Using leftover wrapping paper. And the cool part about leftover wrapping paper is if you are using it from, you know, like where you actually are saving it from your, you know, from opening Christmas gifts, then that's one thing. But if you are using it off the roll, you know, like maybe you found some on sale or something like that, and you want to, look at that. How cute is this? I mean, seriously, it looks like a couple of gifts that have been wrapped and stuck on a card. I mean, kind of cute. Okay, so that is one thing. Yesterday I showed you how to make washi tape strips. Thank you, Sharon. I was going to tell everybody, Mr. Boque is struggling. He's on oxygen. He is trying his best to get well. And, you know, he's doing what he can. So, There we go. So thank you guys so much for your prayers and for asking. He he's really really struggling. This knocked him off of his feet. I mean, it just he's never ever sick, as you guys know. And so for him to be struggling with this, um, it's been hard, and he's tired. He's very tired. I guess it's hard when you get tired of breathing, you know? And he said, it's not so much that I'm tired of breathing, but I'm tired of coughing. So he's been coughing, and trying to, yeah, one day at a time. That's exactly what you have to do. And I do take it as a milestone that last night he was able to sleep in the bed with me instead of in the chair. So, yeah. Okay. I have a piece of white cardstock here. This is not even my good cardstock. Hi, Jamie. How are you? It's not even my good cardstock. I don't even know what that was that fell, but I'm not even going to ask. Now, when I saw this, I saw collage. When I looked at this piece of paper, I said, oh my gosh, look at all of these little snow people. I am like in love. So what I decided to do was to take this this paper and just start cutting the little snowmen people out. Okay, so I'm just going along here, and I'm going to just choose some panels. I think they're just adorable. I'm just going to cut randomly some of these little panels out here. Now watch what I do once we get these panels cut out. I guess I could have done these ahead of time, but I really wanted to show you that I'm very interested in just, I know, aren't they? I'll send you some, Michelle. How about that? I have a whole roll of this. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that I am literally just cutting out these squares here. And I'm finding ones that speak to me, and I'm just cutting them out because I want to show you what I'm going to do with them. And I'm not going to do this whole piece, obviously, tonight, because I wanted to make this kind of a work in progress. But I am going to do at least a 5.5 by 4.25 card panel for you, or at least, or 5 by 7. Okay, so, but you see how these, like all of these little pieces can be utilized individually. I could even put these on different, you know, I could mat them on different pieces of cardstock, and which is exactly what I'm going to do with a couple of these. You'll see in a moment. And I'm just, here we go, and I'm just getting a few pieces here that I think might be interesting on here. I can envision the candy canes used as an accent on the first one. Oh my gosh, Michelle, yes. I like the little gifts. I like the fact that there's all these little pieces and these squares that can be used. See, and I'm just cutting all of these little pieces here to make random collage pieces. All right. Then I'm going to dig into my scrap bucket, you guys. I'm going to dig deep into my scrap bucket. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you. All right. So, by the way, we have a movie that we watch every single Christmas. Do you guys have a movie that you watch every single Christmas? I feel like Mr. what's his name? Oh my gosh, what is his name? Mr. Rogers. Is there a movie that you like to watch on Christmas? Is there a special movie that you enjoy? There's so many different panels on this piece of paper. I just, look at those. Oh my gosh. This is like quilting, you know? Look how adorable. Oh, I love this one right here. Christmas music already? I know. You know it's the Grinch. Diana, you're so funny. It's the Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay. Here we are. All right. Now I have this piece of paper here, and I have all of my little panels that I have cut out. I'm going to lay them all in front of me. This one, you get out of there. You didn't come in. Okay, so we've got a duplicate of that one and that one. There we go. Okay, so I've got all these little panels here that I am going to enjoy. And I have this, a ton of them. Home Alone. Home Alone. So we watch Griswold Family Vacation. Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation. Yes, we watch Christmas Vacation. Okay, so I've got me this really pretty pink cardstock that I think is going to go gorgeusly. Look at this. There's some pink in that one. There's some pink. I'm only doing one of these in the pink, so, or maybe. I don't know if this one's going to go or not. This one. Maybe I'll not do the. Sue says I love the pink. I don't know if I'm loving the pink, Sue. That's funny, isn't that funny? How sometimes we can love it, but somebody else. But since you said you loved it, Sue, I'm gonna go with it. Okay, I'm gonna put that purple on there, and I'm gonna put the pink on there, and I'm gonna put the green on there. I think. Maybe if I went with just a little bit of a lighter pink, Sue. Maybe one that's not so in your face. That one's kind of in your face. Here we go. This one. This one. That's what I had when I had pneumonia and COVID 10 days in the hospital. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to just glue some of this down. Now I know that this is a little bit of work for wrapping paper, right? But you know, to me, making a glue book or gluing pieces down onto this piece of paper is therapeutic for me. It makes me feel better. It's going to be absolutely adorable when we get this done. And I'm going to show you just a cute thing that we're going to make with this. So really all I'm doing right now is just planning ahead. There we go. Okay. So I've just got a couple of pieces on here. I'm not going to do them all because guess what? I don't need to. If I did them all, then it wouldn't be, you know, it would be collagey. I think. And I'm just cutting down these little pieces. And of course these came right out of the wrapping paper that I saved. Except I think if I was doing this as a book or something that I was going to give somebody, I would probably care to make sure that my lines were straight. But it's okay. You'll see what I'm going to do in just a minute. All right, so Vermont is still with COVID. Oh my gosh. I don't think COVID is going to go away, you guys. I think we're going to be stuck with that for a long time to come. But we got each other and we got crafting and we're going to get through it. That's what I say. We are going to get through it. All right, so all I'm doing is just cutting down some of these pieces that I have matted already. There we go. In hindsight, being 2020, maybe I would not have used the dotted paper because I can see it behind the wrapping paper, but it's all right. I'm not gonna be upset about it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take and just start gluing down or taping down or whatever. Should we put a little distress on it and make it kind of, I don't know if I want to distress it or not. So I'm just going to start gluing some of this down. Remember, I'm only going to do half the page because, you know, it could be a lot. I'm going to kind of, actually, you know what? I am going to be very methodical about this, I think. I'm going to leave a little bit of space in between some of these. I promise there's a means to the end, guys. I promise. You guys will see momentarily. It will all reveal itself. Don't forget, tomorrow, you guys, we are going to have our live at 7 p.m. 7 p.m., you guys, tomorrow. And Jennifer is going to be here with us, and we are going to reveal our brand new kit. Our brand new Valentine's kit that we are going to be pre-ordering and showing off tomorrow. So if you are wanting to see the all new 100% Bow Q kit for Valentine's, there is a limited number. There will not be any more. So once we sell out of the kits, that is going to be it. So I want to make that very clear. If you want a kit for Valentine's, one of the Bow Q kits, you must pre-order. You must. And we are going to talk about it tomorrow. We're going to show it off. And once we show it off, if you put in your order for it, that's it. Are you on it? Yes, I'm going to be on at noon, not with the kit, Diana. We won't be on. The special is tomorrow at 7. But we will be on tomorrow at noon. Yes, I have one for you, Sue. Your name's already on it, honey. So, yes. We have you down. Heather has a book. All right, here we go. And I'm not going to cover that one. All right, here we go. So you see, I'm just making these pieces like this, okay? So I'm just kind of randomly leaving a little bit of space in between each one of them, okay? And I'm basically recreating a piece of paper. I'm basically recreating my own piece of patterned paper here, okay? And I've got these pieces that are going to get popped up on our collage here, okay? So if you can imagine, I'm just going to do this part of the paper today because it would get kind of cumbersome if I'm doing this whole thing. So I just kind of wanted to show you what I would do. I need a piece right there. So I think I'm going to take, maybe I'll take this candy cane here. Why not? There we go. And we're going to lop off that little bit of green. And I'm going to put it, I need to cut some of that off. Doggone it. I didn't want to do that, but oh well. Just to put a piece there. It's going to be fine. You know, sometimes in our pursuit to want things perfect, it just doesn't get that way. Let me see. I'm going to cut a little bit more of that off. There we go. Okay, because I'm really trying to do something. I really am. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna take my black Sharpie marker. Let me find my little black marker. Here we go. Oh no, that's a Versamark. Yes, here we go. Okay, now I'm gonna do just what I call like some doodles and swirls. And I'm just going to make like some lines and some dots and some swirls and maybe some dots, maybe some stitching. I could do that to kind of make it look like quilting. And I'm just going along, maybe some long ones and then short dots because, you know, I can. This is my doodle bug and I can do whatever I like, the long and short. I call this SOS because, you know, long, short, short, long. But you can do stitching if you want to. You can, like this. There we go. And you just have fun with it, you know? Maybe I do like that. Maybe I come in here and say, I don't know. I like that repeating pattern like that, though. You know, just journaling, kind of doodling. There we go. And you could use a blue marker, you could use a black marker, whatever color you want. There we go. So I'm just going to kind of do that all around the paper. And then when I'm done doing that kind of artwork, or, you know, I could come in here and do like a little swirl there. Maybe, I don't know, a little snowflake here. You know, just something so that I am tying it all together. Okay? So I can do that if I want to. If you guys love to doodle or you like to make like mandalas or, you know, something like that, that is, yeah. And you could totally do anything that you wanted to. So I'm going to come in here, and on top of all of this with these pieces that I have backed, I'm going to take my my distress ink. I decided to distress it after all. I'm going to use my dauber and my distress ink just because I want to I just want to make this a little bit different. I want it to stand out a little bit from the rest of the gang here. And I'm going to just plop this right on top with a little bit of glue. I'm not going to do a foam dot because I'm going to use this page for something. There we go. So remember, I'm just doing part of this right now, just to kind of show you guys what it would look like. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put this piece right here. There we go. Just going to put this right on top. I didn't like that swirl right there anyway, so I'm going to just put that little snowflake right there on the top of that one. I was thinking that very thing. I was thinking that very thing, Tilda. She said, this would look great as a journal cover. And I'm like, I know, that's exactly what I was thinking. And how funny that you picked up on that. Okay, so this is like patchwork to me. You know, it's what it looks like. I'm trying to figure, oh yeah, that one's going to go good right there. So this is why I would I'm not doing the whole page, because I would continue to fill in all of these areas on this page until everything was where I wanted it and what I liked, and I had used up all of my little snowmen that I want to use, and all of my little snowflakes and things like that. Even this half a sheet right here where there's only 2 little snowmen instead of the 3. This is something that I would use on there as well. So, but I really kind of like the idea of just being able to stick down different pieces and, make it how I want it, and all of these cute little snowmen as a dashboard. Yes. Look at that. So, I know. See how cute that is? And then, as Tilda said, how cute would it be when it's all dry and everything is as it should be? I can fold this and create a journal cover out of this. Look how cute that would be. So the finished project was going to be a pocket, Cindy. I'm going to make it a pocket. She's like, okay, where are you going with this, Joyce? But yes, as Tilda was saying, you could absolutely make this a journal cover. And this could be, the cover of one of your signatures. It could absolutely be a page in your journal. I'm going to make it into a pocket. That's what I was doing with it. I'm going to, after I finish all of my collaging and putting on my pieces that I want to put on, I'm going to turn it into a pocket for my journal. Let me show you what I mean. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to need to cut this right along here. I know you guys are like, you just made this and now you're going to cut it? Yes, and now I'm going to cut it. There we go. Okay. So that's why I'm saying I'm only doing part of it, because I didn't want you guys to have to sit and watch the whole painful process. But I am going to use this to create a pocket for one of my journal pages. Okay, so I'm just going to straighten up my lines here, because it's important to have straight lines for your pockets. See that? And I'm going to cut off any leftover on the edge here. There we go. Look how pretty that is already. I mean, I haven't even finished doing my dots and dashes and things like that, but it's already adorable. I love this. I love when you can just, be free to do whatever you want to do. I kind of like the idea of being able to doodle. I don't do that enough. All right, so let me turn it into a pocket for you. Okay, so in my journal, or in my art book that I have, let me grab my art book, okay? So I told you guys that I quite often do just pages in my book, and there's really no words or anything like that. It's just all about the techniques that I use and stuff like this. So I'm going to create an actual pocket that's going to fit down, in my book like this, and I'm going to have a punch out here. And I'm going to create a pocket so that it will fold open. So I'm going to fold up this piece on the bottom. Let me measure, just give myself some rough justice here, rough measurements, because I don't want it to be too short. So that's my line right there. And you guys, you see that I am not being perfect with this. Right? There's a reason for that. If I wanted it to be perfect, then I would just use the piece of pattern paper that I wanted it to be made with. But I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be something that I created using scraps and leftovers from my Christmas, you know? This is what we do when we don't have the tools, or, you know, we're just being creative. Do I have punches? Yes, I absolutely do. Could I use that punch instead of doing this? Yes, I could. But, you know, it's sitting right there. Why go get the punch? Who cares? I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to... I wish you guys could see what is going on over here on this desk. I've lost my scissors already. How the heck did that happen? How did that happen? By the way, if you have ordered the glue press, it is on its way. I got notification that they are on their way to us pretty soon. So there's my little half circle that I did with my little spool there. There we go. Cut off that little excess. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to take and just do some dashing here. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. And see that little curl there? So I'm going to mimic that little curl over here to make it look like I did that on purpose. I'm going to stitch this line right here with my pen. You don't have to have a sewing machine. Just stitch it with your pen. Who cares? It's cute. And they can be different. They don't have to be all the same. If you're a quilter, you know that stitching isn't supposed to be perfect. There we go. Now, can I do more? Yes. I'm going to take this navy ink right here, though, I think, because I'm feeling the navy. Yep. All right. Navy is it. Now, I realize that this is not for everybody, okay? I know that some of you are going, Joyce, there is no way on the face of the planet that you would catch me doing something like this and being so whimsical and just throwing caution to the wind. I understand, you guys, but there are some of us who really enjoy just being creative with our hands, you know, just going with it and not worrying about whether it's going to be perfect or not. You know, that's why I love so much using the junk journals and using my art journals, because I don't have to do it perfectly. You know, I don't have to be 100%, 1,000 perfect time all the time, you know, like I don't have to. Yeah? Sue says, I use a vase actually to put tools. Yeah? Almost every time I craft. you tend to just grab what you've got around you, you know? How cute is that? There we go. Got a little bit of the navy on there, got a little bit of black, and I folded my pocket underneath right here so that way when I drop all my goodies in here, it yes, I can't wait to see them, Cindy. I can't wait. So I've got this little fold here so that way in my book, when I drop stuff down into the pocket, it doesn't fall out of the other side. And now I can just take and put this in my art journal on one of my pages here. Look at that. How adorable is that pocket? You know? Look at that. So now I can just put some glue or some adhesive right down the side here. And I have an adorable little pocket. I know you guys did not think that it was going to be anything. I know you guys are like, Joyce, where are you going with this? I promised you it would be adorkable. And you know what? It is. Imagine if you spent a little bit of time collaging all these pieces. Maybe you used 3 or 4 different pieces of wrapping paper that you had left over. You know, maybe you did a few. Who knows, you know? Let me see if I had, oh yes, I had a Christmas one here. Let me do it on this page because this one's Christmas and this one's Christmas and these are kind of blue. Look how beautiful that turned out right next to that one. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look. How adorable did that turn out? Oh my. That wasn't an unplanned accident. Look at that. An unplanned accident, misfortune. Happy accident is what they call it. Yes, happy accident. Come on, tape. Get off of there. There we go. All right. And I'm going to put this kind of centered on here. And there we go. Now I have a great pocket that I can put tags in. I can put some of my my envelopes that I'm making, my stuffed envelopes. Look at that. Now I have a cute little pocket that I can put my tags, all kinds of stuff in, bills, whatever I want. And isn't that cute? From a piece of wrapping paper. Now, could I absolutely take the piece of wrapping paper and do the same thing? Yes, I could. But you know what? There's something about feeling the collage part of it. There's something about seeing some of the pieces just kind of popped up a little bit, seeing these kind of tucked under. And as a matter of fact, since this is not stitched, I'm going to go ahead and stitch it to kind of give it some cohesiveness. There we go. Isn't that cute? Great place for a Christmas list, yes. Or how about those receipts that you're saving from, from maybe to make sure that people didn't need to return anything, or just keeping your budget on track. But yeah, I think that turned out to be a great little page. And having this over here on this side, I think was just a happy accident. But I love our little Grinches. Could totally finish this up with some stickles on, like I've got some stickles right here. I can, just come in here and maybe do their hats a little bit if I want. Look at that. How adorable is that, you guys? I'm serious. There we go. Cute. There we go. Putting some little balance, just blinging it up a little bit. There we go. Because Joyce can't do anything but bling it up. There we go. Look at that. How adorable. So, yes, wrapping paper, guys. Your leftover wrapping paper is usable. It is fun. Tomorrow we're going to show you some other ways that you can use your wrapping paper still in some fun ways. I love this pocket here that I created for my journal. I love the card with the layers here that we've done on top of some chipboard. There we go. Verna says, holy smoke, I did it again. Missed you tonight. It's okay, Verna. We can watch it in replay. I thought you might particularly be interested in this one, Verna, because I know that you're a quilter. So there you go, you guys. How cute is that from some leftover? I could make another pocket out of this one if I wanted to. I'm going to finish collaging this one up and stitching and doing some other things to it. And then put that maybe as a backer page on this side. I kind of like the idea of that pocket there. So, just have fun with your wrapping paper, guys. Throw it away when you're done. When you have no more, look, I had these strips here. How cute would that be? Like, I don't know, maybe a little piece right there and a little strip right there. Who knows, It's just have fun with it. So there you go. Have a great evening. Don't forget, tomorrow you're going to see us twice. You're going to see us at noon for our regular live, and then you're going to see us at 7 with Jennifer. And she's going to reveal to you guys the new Valentine's kit. They are limited quantity, so you're not going to want to miss this. 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, Jennifer will be with us showing off the new Valentine's kit. But we'll see you guys at noon regular time. Hi, Penny.